Live from Wickenburg, Arizona, it's the Totally Tiffany Tuesday Tribe, Tuesday Live. It's time to get organized. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Live. We're doing our little tech test right now to make sure. It's the Totally Tiffany Tuesday Live, Tuesday Tribe Tech Test going on right now. So you can hear me and you can see me. I'm having all kinds of trouble talking today already. We're going to be in big trouble.
That's what you
all
get
right.
For a 3-day weekend.
Yes.
Like 3-day weekend, meet anything.
That's right. Happy Memorial Day. I hope all of you had a lovely Memorial Day weekend and were able to take some time out and really kind of reflect on what this holiday is all about. To those of you who have served or have family members who have served in our military, thanks for your service and thank them as well for the service that they provided to our country. My husband had a little interesting interaction with someone over the weekend. He is a retired Marine, which most of you know. And one of the people that he was talking to said, "Oh, you were in the Marines?" And Park said, "Yeah." And he goes, "That's great. I never want to serve in the military." Park was like, "A lot of people don't, but perhaps a visit to Arlington might remind you of what that's all about." So anyways, it's kind of a weird little thing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll send you a picture from Normandy. So thanks to all of you for your service who've served. And if you have family members that have served, and maybe you've lost family members in service, our thoughts are with you. Okay, let's get talking about organization though. Okay, Katie's online. She can hear and she can see us. So Tuesday Live, for those of you who are new, we give away a gift certificate every Tuesday. The way you get entered in the drawing for the gift certificate is to put a comment in the feed. We may only be going 30 minutes there, 45 minutes today as my asthma is not good. So put a comment in the feed and that's how you get chosen to win the $25 gift certificate. If you have a question, and this is your day to ask questions, all questions in a bunch of question marks before you write the question in the chat, or the word question in big caps is great. The more information you can provide, if you're asking me about a certain thing, the better. So the dimensions or how many you have or whether you travel. So if you say, I have 100 2-ounce paint bottles and I like to travel with them, what's the best way to do it? I can give you a more specific answer to your question. So more details will help me give you the answer just for you. All right. So let's jump in with what's on sale today at the Crafter's Companion website. So the 6-drawer storage and supply case, which is normally $19.99, is $13.99. If y'all are unfamiliar with that, that is the one, this guy right here, that I love for washi tape, right? And you can stack them up. Mine are stacked up. I have 6 of them. They're stacked 3 high each over on my other shelf over there. Easy label on the front of that drawer, but you can stack them, create this little drawer system in your workspace on your shelf so you can easily access whatever you've got in there. Now, a lot of people I've seen are storing things like paintbrushes, colored pencils by color, bling, flowers, that type of thing. So even though it's made for washi tape and it works brilliantly for washi tape, you may sort your, flowers, pink, blue, green, yellow flowers, or maybe you make flowers and you have the little different, beads and inserts and leaves and petals and all the different things. It's a great way to store and organize that as well. The other question that came up, and I think I talked about it last week, was embroidery floss, which stores really, really nicely in the 6-drawer storage and supply case. So you can store the full skeins of embroidery floss, or once you have it wrapped around a card, one of those little cards kind of looks like a spool, right? A flat piece of plastic's flat, but kind of bigger at the top. Those fit in here equally well. So a great place to sort, store, organize all kinds of things. I, of course, love it for my crazy, crazy washi tape addiction. So those are on sale. 6-drawer storage and supply case, $13.99, normally $19.99. The 4x6 tab divider pockets. So if you want to sort and organize your 4x6 photos, the 4x6 tab divider pockets are perfect for that. They also work great for smaller stamp sets and that type of thing. So if you're unfamiliar, this is the 4x6 storage and supply case. And then the 4x6 pockets are just these little guys. I happen to have some like different sizes and shapes of pockets, storage pockets in there, right? So I use my sticky notes to label. These are the smaller ones in here and then the larger. But so if you want to sort your photos, especially 4x6, and get them organized and ready for putting into an album, or even if you just want to sort by group or collection, I think we could probably get, I'll tell you how many you can put in that pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Look at those monkeys. So organize your photos and get ready to put them into an album organized by, layout or theme. Mine are, those are from a trip, so they're organized by theme. But those are on sale today. Normally $3.99 and just $2.79 today. Then we have the black craft and carry workstation. I have the pink version. I don't have the black, but this guy is normally $34.99. It's $24.99, so $10 off, almost a third off. And if you're unfamiliar with the craft and carry workstation, it has all these little sections in it so that you can literally put everything that you need for a project in it and then work out of it while you're working, right? So whether it's tools and pens or glitter glue, embellishments, maybe it's things that you've pulled out as you're working on those layouts, they're all going to store in there. So when you clean up your workspace, everything goes back in your craft and carry workstation and it goes on the shelf. And the next time you're going to work on that particular project, you can pull it out and put it out and have everything together. But it does allow you to pick up your project and store your whole project together. Now, one of the best things about the craft and carry workstation, or I guess one of the most useful things for craft and carry workstation, is for your children, grandchildren, to keep them organized. So summer is right around the corner. If you are giving your kids some summer crafting projects, or maybe just on their work, just on their study desk at home, grandkids, again, it gives them a place to put their color crayons, their color books, markers, any glue, any of those type of things. And then they can clean it all up, put it in their workstation, and then you can store it away. So if they're here visiting for the summer, you might want to look at craft and carry workstations to have available for them. That'll help you keep your space clean and their stuff all organized as well. 12 by 12 storage and supply cases are on sale. So those are the big storage and supply cases. So this is the 6 drawer. All of these that are in stock are on sale. And I think they're about 25% off. They range in price from like $21.99 up to like $24.99. So they're in the mid-teens now. So if you're looking for new storage, craft and carry workstation, 12 by 12 craft and carry workstations are on sale. And one of the things that everyone loves, I don't have one, I should have brought one, I'm going to grab one right now. The 12 by 6 storage and supply case is on sale right now. So that is this box right here, right? These come in and out of stock so fast. So normally it's $4.99. It's $3.49. These come to you shipped flat. You can buy the different pockets that go inside them, right? There's a bunch of different pocket configurations that work inside of the box, but they work great for storing, project planning, so many different things. I've just got a few samples in here. If you're looking for a place to store your thickers, this is a great storage box for thickers, all that kind of stuff. So that is the 12 by 6 storage and supply case. And hopefully Katie's tuned in. I didn't send Susie any links this morning. I didn't send Katie links this morning either. Sorry about that, Katie. But it's a great little organizer for so many of the things that we crafted. So that's the 12 by 6 Kiwi Lane. You can search Kiwi Lane storage and supply case or 12 by 6 storage and supply case, and that will pop up. Although there's probably somebody online who also has already accessed
You want some questions?
Yeah, give me some questions,
I
Susie.
have some questions for you. Let's see. What buddy bag does the Maker Forte ink fit in?
I believe the Maker Forte inks fit in the shoot, I have them. Where are they? So I just sent an email to Kimberly this morning saying, hey, I sent you guys a bunch of samples off my shelf, and I believe the Maker Forte. So darn it. Oh, ha, ha. Okay. So this is the Edna Buddy Bag. So you could use Edna or Merle. These are the Maker Forte inks right here. I think they're too big around for Chastity, but I think you can stack them up nicely in Edna or Merle. I'm going to check Chastity here to see if they'll fit in Chastity, but it might be. Let's see. Yeah. They'd have to go sideways in Chastity. They could. Oh, I think you could put them in the Stephanie Buddy Bag also, but you're going to lose some space. So this is Stephanie. I think they're kind of two. Same thing. They'd have to go sideways in there. So I think the Edna or the Merle Buddy Bag, and it looks to me like I've got 5 of them in here. So you could probably get like 15 in Edna or Merle, the Edna or the Merle. So for those of you who aren't that familiar, Edna and Merle are the same size buddy bag, but Merle has a Velcro closure at each end to keep small things from slipping out if you turn it on its end. So with something like the Maker Forte inks, you could buy the Merle, then you have more versatility, but works great in the Edna, and then you have less Velcro to deal with while you're opening and closing it. So there you go. All right. What do you got?
One?
Yep, bring it on, Susie.
Okay, the next one would be the powder puff chalking ink edges. Which buddy bag works best?
Powder puff chalking ink what?
Edges.
I don't know what edges are. So powder puff chalking inks work great in the Irene Buddy Bag. They also fit in Gail and Edna. I like them best in Irene. I think Irene is the most popular. You can get 16 of them in there. If edges is something different, let me know what that is. They may have a new product out that I'm not even aware of, but if I can tell me what the dimensions of it are, I would be happy to. If that's not it, might just be kind of a weird typo thing here.
All right. Do you still carry the smaller tote bag?
Do you still carry the smaller tote bag? The Nancy tote, I'm assuming, is what you're talking about. The Crafter's Companion website doesn't sell all of the Totally Tiffany products. I would look on scrapbook.com. It's called the Nancy tote, and see if they have it. They carry our full line of products. There's a chance that the Stamps of Life, Stephanie Bernard's site, might also have it, but scrapbook.com would be my first spot to go and look for the Nancy, called the Nancy Buddy Bag. That's the smaller tote.
Okay. Tiffany, is there a way to get more or extra drawers for your bag? Oh.
Is there a way to get more or extra drawers for your bags? No. It's something that I've really been pushing for, though, because I know people love to use them. They're the right size and dimensions just for organizing your shelves or your drawers or your carts or any of that type of thing. So currently we do not offer the extra inserts for any of the bags, but it's definitely something that's in the works, or that I'm pushing for, I guess I should be more accurate.
We have someone asking if you can put the name of the bag on the bag.
Can we put the name of the bag on the bag? It has come up repeatedly. Again, something that I have asked for. In the interim, we know that you need to know the name of the bag. So when you get your buddy bag, if you cut the label off of it and just put it in the bottom of the bag, this is a Katcha bag. Then when you need another one, you know you like that size, it's easy to flip it over and look at it. So for now, That's the best thing. I know some people also just take a Sharpie and write on the inside of the bag. And they write on the inside so that it doesn't rub off as easily.
Mary Pat
What's
says,
the name?
please keep pushing, Tiffany.
Mary Pat. I'm working on it, Mary Pat. I'm working on it. So anyway, cut the name off, but it's something that's been talked about. What do you got, Suze?
That's all I got.
Okay, hang on. I got something over here. What is the most efficient way to store Catherine Pooler mini inks? I don't have a lot now. Just got some to try and love them. So I expect my supply to grow. Deborah Palmer. I will show you. So this is the 8-drawer storage and supply case. And as you can see, it works with almost any brand of mini ink, right? So Catherine Pooler, I believe, are the square ones, but I also have, oh no, that's Gina K. Darn it, I thought I had another thing. So if you use the 8-drawer storage and supply case and you want to keep your mini inks and your large inks together, we'll pull this out. We'll pull out the Gina K collection here. You can, let me show you. So with the 8-drawer storage and supply case, what I did, oh, and I think I sent it away actually. But you can actually fit your inks, their matching daubers, and the larger ink pads all together in one 8-drawer storage and supply case. Oh, here it is. Ha! Look at this. Yeah, that's it. Even that's, oh, they're both, that is the Gina K. Look at that. Right? You want to go to overhead, I guess, Susie's probably a good idea. I might clean up my little mess here. So if you leave or take out a couple of drawers and put your large inks in, and then again, you can fit the re-inker bottles in between, so you carry some of those as well. But the coordinating small inks, the daubers that go with them, the large inks all in one bag, or you can just go with, you know, the 8-drawer storage and supply case and keep all of your mini inks together. And again, one of the things about this product is you can flip this around. Some of my drawers are in there backwards. Can you go back to the regular camera, Susie? And you can stack them up like this. Label the fronts of the drawers. You can just do that with a Sharpie, or you could use a label maker if you have the thin label maker. And then it's easy to pull them in and out and have access to whatever you need. So probably the best option for that kind of ink storage is going to be your 8-drawer storage and supply case. And again, small and large. Now you can also put a lot of mini ink pads in the Shelly Buddy bag. So if you just want to do mini ink pads, you're going to get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, probably 21 mini ink pads in the Shelly Buddy bag, and that's putting them back to back and then one on top. So either one of those options is a great choice. All right, what else? Oh, is this mini inks too? All right.
Helen says, question, you said there was a big announcement coming soon a while back. Was that the TE teal bags or something else?
The TE teal bags and more to come from Tailored Expressions. So if you love Tailored Expressions, or you maybe don't even use Tailored Expressions products, this is a great time to try them out. If you love the teal color here, which looks beautiful, by the way, with the pink from the Stamps of Life, Tailored Expressions now carrying a custom line of totally Tiffany products. So tailoredexpressions.com, TAYLORED, Tailored Expressions. A great place to get those, but yes.
Okay. Something from Catherine Pooler are rectangle shape. Catherine Pooler minis are oblong. The mini cases are 1 5/8 by 2 3/4, and the ink pads are 1 by 1 by 3/4.
So the Catherine Pooler then, I think, are this size.
No, nobody cared about you.
Right? These are the Catherine Pooler size right
Where
here.
is the love?
So those also work in the Shelly Buddy Bag, or yeah, Teresa's too short for them. So the Shelly Buddy Bag is a great way to store those. And again, you can do them flat in one of the flat trays. This is the 1-inch storage and supply case, large ink pads and small ink pads together. The Catherine Pooler large ink pads do fit perfectly in the Stephanie Buddy Bag. So Shelly for the smaller ones, and Stephanie for the larger, or you can mix them in a flat tray. So that's called a store and go bag. I believe Stephanie carries those, and scrapbook.com also carries those single, no dividers in it, store and go bag.
Okay. What item can I use for 12-inch long by 1-inch dies that are thin?
12-inch long by 1-inch dies that are thin. Depends how many you have. But boy, I would look. Yeah, if you have a lot of them, you could use the Brandy Buddy Bag, but they're so thin and there's no support in there. I was looking though, because these are the pockets that go. These are the pockets that go in the 12 by 6 storage and supply case. So if you have a 12-inch long die, I don't know if I have one handy here, you can put a die or two in each of these pockets and then store them. So this is the border pocket. This is a Kiwi Lane product. I don't know if it's on our website. It's at kiwilane.com. They'll have both parts. I think scrapbook.com also carries the box and these pockets. So that would probably be the best solution for those 12-inch long by 1-inch wide dies. It also work for your long border stamps and that type of thing. So anything that's kind of out of the ordinary, out of the 5 by 7, 4 by 6 dimension is going to fit perfectly, especially since the box is on sale this week. All right. What else have you got, Suze?
Another one I'm not trying to think. Patricia Flores, this question. What have people been asking for that you are trying to design a new buddy bag idea?
She's asking about new buddy bag ideas. What are people asking for? Larger storage. That's the number one thing people are asking for, larger storage. We have bigger things. We have, 12 by 12 stuff that's actually 13 by 13, or we have like 12-inch long dies, or we want to just carry more stuff, or we have the big, brushes that you grip on the top. So all kinds of things along those lines, but mostly it's around just get paper trimmers, that type of thing, just getting those kind of things ready to go. Okay, let's see.
Sorry if this has already been asked, but what do you have to store 12 by 24 inch cardstock, or at least A3 length?
Yeah, so that's where we are with the larger storage, like 12 by 24 cardstock, A3, that type of thing. We don't have anything big enough to fit that now. So I'm sorry, I'm supposed to repeat that question. I forget. But so asking about larger paper storage, we don't have anything available right now for larger paper storage. I don't know what the dimensions are on A3. If you give me those dimensions, it's possible that it would fit in one of our 12 by 12 things if it's like 13 by 12, or I just don't know the dimensions on the European sizes. I do have a question here. What is the best tip for organizing for a procrastinator? Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna laugh. When I first read that, I said, "What is the best tip for organizing procrastinator?" And I just kind of left some words out when I first read it, and I was like, I don't even know what procrastinator is. Is that a new tool? What is it? Okay. If you're a procrastinator, the most important thing to do, Susie's raising her hand, is to organize one tiny space. And I'm going to recommend that you just get your workspace organized. Maybe it's something as simple as adding this and organizing one project. Because once that works, then so the problem with getting organized is that we look at it and think, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. And automatically your brain is overwhelmed. And so you do nothing. So it's just start with one tiny thing, right? Maybe you're going to organize your paint bottles, or you're just going to get something to put your paint brushes in. I'm looking over at my little sections over here of things that I've got. So just do one thing, one little thing, get one thing under control. And when we do the Get Organized Challenge, we always start with organizing paper, because paper is something that you use all the time, every time. So if you can get a little bit of your paper organized and you get to experience the joy and ease of finding what you need quickly, that is more motivating to move on and do the next bunch of paper or the next embellishments or whatever it is. So start with something small that you can be successful with and do that thing. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 minutes or 10 minutes or 2 hours. Do one thing and then be like, oh, look, I did this one thing. And then when you say, look at me, I'm so good, I finished this, your brain loves that. Your brain is like, look at you, you're so good, you could do the next thing. And it just is a kind of a snowball effect for getting the next thing done. It's my best advice for anyone who's struggling.
I've got some more for you.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, let's see. Sheila wants to know what happened to the wooden die storage.
Crafter's Companion just elected not to keep making it. That's it.
Okay.
So the question was, what happened to the die file, which was the wooden box with the slide out panels that held dies? And they just decided not to make it anymore. That's Crafter's Companion decided not to make it anymore. That's it.
Okay. And I did take a picture of it. The A3 is 12 by 16.
Oh, A3 is 12 by 16.
Or somewhere in that ball.
Yeah, so no, we don't have anything that fits that.
Okay.
I do have a question here from Sharon Maldonado. How to store little packages of shaped beads? I would look at something like the... So this is the Dawn Buddy Bag. I don't know her name at the bottom. Dawn has 2 strips of Velcro. So you can have taller things and shorter things. So these are buttons, right? And I made these little inserts so I could separate that, like label them blue, green, orange. So something like this would work. When you're talking about storing things like buttons or beads, if you can keep them vertical in the little file, that is the perfect way. I mean, if you're not using a scrap rack, which of course is my preferred method for that kind of thing, but you can keep them vertical in that file. They're easier to file through, and you can organize them by color or, if they're Christmas or they're, Halloween beads or whatever they are. So get them into that little file. You may need to get them all into the same size Ziploc bag. So the nice thing about Ziploc bags is they're reusable, but if you find the right size Ziploc bag and you're going to use the Gail Buddy bag, I'm sorry, not Gail. What did I just show? Dawn, the Dawn Buddy bag. You may choose a slightly larger bag and then use something like the Irene Buddy bag, but just try to get them vertically so you can file through them. It also helps if in that Buddy bag you put a piece of cardstock, right? So you look in these little bags. I put a piece of cardstock in there. That keeps everything straight up and down and nice and neat and tidy. And again, it's reusable. So if you use up all those beads inside that little pocket, you can still use the piece of cardstock that's in there, but it really does help to keep them organized and accessible, which is, most of the key there. So group them by color. I've seen the rings, like the rings with the Ziploc bags on them. They're just a weird shape and size to store. So that's why I like kind of a file concept for that type of thing. All right. What else you got, Suze?
Okay. Can a handle be put on the craft and carry workstation?
Can a handle be put on the craft and carry workstation? Yes. The problem with putting a handle on it was finding a placement for that handle because of the weight of it. So if I put a handle here and you pick it up from here, then depending on the weight in the front, it's going to tip over and dump forward. But I think what you'll find is if you grab it right here, you can pick it up, put it in your lowest tote, pick it up, move it around. When I'm putting it back on the shelf, I just carry it from the bottom. Usually I'm gathering things in or taking things out as I'm walking around. I just kind of hold it like a cocktail server tray on the bottom. But you can easily grab it from here, and that keeps everything from spilling one way or the other, depending on where the weight is. There isn't really a way to put a handle. Even if we put a handle here and you picked it up from here, because the flex in the handle, it dumped one way or the other based on weight. That is why this grab location is ideal and easy to put in your lowest tote if you're holding it from that spot. It's kind of central on it. So it seems a little bit funky, but we did put quite kind of a lot of thought into how could we put a handle on this, and really the weight distribution is a problem.
Okay. I love your 4-section system, and it's the only organization system that makes sense. But I'm stuck on how to begin cataloging. I'm a got a lot times 1,000.
How to begin cataloging. Just start. That's it. The beautiful thing about cataloging is it doesn't matter where you start or when you start or how you start, right? So if you say, okay, I'm going to do some cataloging today, whatever storage container you're using, right? And there are a couple of videos that really go through this. Do this, make this catalog. Do this, make this catalog. The most important thing is getting all of your stuff organized. So when you look at all these dies, stamps, embossing folders, stencils, they're all right here, right? They're all in numbered pockets, or they themselves are numbered. So when I go through to catalog it, it's all in order and ready to go. I have the number. I know where it's going to go. Cataloging sounds overwhelming. Again, if you have lots of stuff, but you just have to start. You just have to organize one bag, one box, one tote, get it numbered, get it cataloged, and then work a little bit at a time as you go through. There's no magic fairy dust that makes it fast or easy. It is a time-consuming job, but I will tell you, once you have things cataloged, it is so much easier to use more of your supplies and find the supplies you need. It's definitely worth the effort.
Terry Wiegand says, 10, 10, 10. I think we should do a Tuesday live on cataloging. So many folks ask. Please.
Okay, Tuesday live on cataloging. Maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna write a note to myself. Terry, hi Terry.
What's the best thing to use for dies when bringing to a crop?
Best thing for dies when bringing to a crop, probably it depends how you store them. So if you're storing your dies in 5x7 pockets or 6x6 pockets or 8, whatever size you're storing them in, get a container that's that same size to bring them. And that is where cataloging becomes so important. So if I wanted to go through my catalog and take a bunch of Christmas dies and stamps, I could go through the catalog and I would know what the numbers were. I could go, okay, there are these. This is my biggest size. I'm going to take this one, this one, this one, and then they're all going to go into that box or buddy bag that fits that size and shape. So where you're looking at, maybe it's going to be something like the 8x8 paper taker because it fits all the different sizes. Or maybe you keep everything on 5x7 or 9x6 storage cards, and then it's going to be the 9x6 toolbox or the 9x4 toolbox. So it just depends how you have them stored. But if they're cataloged, it becomes really, really easy. And then I have the numbers right here. So when I come back, I'm like, oh, that's 555. That goes right here. That's 559. That goes right here. And all of a sudden, gathering and replacing becomes painless and quick. And that is the value of the catalog. So now we're back to doing cataloging Tuesday live. Okay, I have it on my notes, Terry. Got it on my notes.
All right. Ready for another one?
Yep.
What would you recommend to store foam adhesive rolls and or foam mounts?
Foam adhesive rolls and foam mounts. My foam adhesive rolls are big and bulky. Well, not necessarily, but they can be big and bulky. So this is the Kirsten Buddy bag, right? So 9x6. 9x6. And so the 9x6, the Kirsten Buddy bag, or the 9x6. 9x6 toolbox would probably also work really well. I'm looking to see if I have an empty one here, right? So depending on how many of them you have, it's probably not the right size. We're going to find out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because they can be so big. So I have my Pop Dots, red liner tape, right? So different other things that I want to keep flat. That's a sheet of Pop Dots. There's some Pop Dots there. I put those in between the bag and the box, and that keeps them flat and visible and accessible. But you can see I've got all kinds of different tapes in here. This would also work. So this is the 9x6 toolbox. I always the 9x4 and the 9x6. 9x4 is the slimline size. Would work also to hold that. And again, you could use one to hold all of your adhesives that you travel with, or all of your foam dots, Pop Dots. I have all of mine, obviously, again, in the Kirsten Buddy bag, and they're just up on my shelf, ready to go. So either Kirsten or the 9x6 toolbox. 9x6 toolbox is available, not on our website, but stampsoflife.com, spellbinders.com has all 3 sizes of the toolbox, and of course scrapbook.com does as well. Okay, I had a question way back here. Hang on, that we skipped past. Let me see here. I thought it was about large. Oh, what would be used to store stencils measuring 9.5 by 6? I have several. 9.5 by 6.
Well, it's kind of in the same ballpark. I've got somebody asking what bag will hold 9x7 pockets with stamps and dies.
9x7 pockets with stamps and dies are probably going to fit in the 9x6 toolbox because everything's a little bit bigger. No, I mean, that just is, it's possible that'll fit in the 9x. This feels small to me. Is this the 9x6? Or is this the 5x7? I think that's small, actually. I think that's the 5x7. I need to label on the outside what all these guys are. So I can, yeah, I think that is. Ha. Yeah, that is the 5x7. Duh. So the 9x6, oh yeah, this one's labeled on the inside too, so I know. So you could put 9x7 pockets in. Yep. So you got about 9.5 by 7.25 on the 9x6 toolbox. So that also means they would fit in the Kirsten Buddy bag because both these are interchangeable. The Kirsten Buddy bag and the 9x6 toolbox. This is the 5x7 toolbox. You kind of see when you look at them, size, different size there. And then of course there is the 9x4, which is for slimline die shapes. So pockets for those. Pockets for the 9.5. We don't make a pocket that's 9.5 for those 9.5 stencils. Well, 9.5 by what? 9.5 by 6. I'm wondering if we look at slimline, is that size? What size are these slimline stencils here? So these are like 9.25 by, but they're only 4, 9.25 by 4. So the slimline stencils are going to fit, of course, in the 9x4 slimline pockets, which will fit in the 9x4 toolbox. But it sounds like those are a little bit bigger. Even this is the 8x8 pocket. So I think you probably have to go with, we don't mark anything. That's that dimension. That's 9.5 by 6.5. That, unless you go 12 by 6, right? And then you could do the 12 by 6, the pockets that fit in the 12 by 6. You're going to have a little bit of extra space in there with that one. All right. What else do you got, Suze?
Okay. Let's see. I've got a few for you. I'm having a hard time telling my brain to put the zeal texture paper in with plain cardstock. Is there something you can tell my brain that it is okay?
So when you think about organizing, so she's asking, I'm having a hard time putting different types of paper together. When you're organizing things, you you want the easiest access and the highest and best use of those things. And the more you separate things out and separate them away from each other, the more difficult it is to first remember that you have them, and then remember where you put it, and then expend the energy to go searching. So something like paper, you're talking about different types of paper, putting things together by color. Color is how you choose things, right? And most of the time, you're going to look at your layout or your card or your home decor project, whatever it is, and say, this needs blue, or I want to build this on a blue background, or this needs a pop of red. And then you're going to go look for something that's that color. So by putting all your papers together, regardless of the type of paper, but in those categories, now you might take a 12 by 12 pocket like this and put glitter paper, red glitter paper, but it should still be in red. Why? Because you're going to, when you know all papers together, you know your red glitter paper is there. You might not even be thinking about red glitter paper, but when you go to your red category and you start flipping through, all of a sudden there is the red glitter paper, and you go, oh, I didn't even think about red glitter, that's perfect. Or you may be thinking, oh, I need red glitter paper, and you go to your red, and then you see all the other different things that you have. Oh, I could also use this. So keeping things together in groups like that, how you use them, right? You think it's the same thing when we talk about organizing alphabets by size versus by color. It's how you use it. You choose things generally by color, right? And so that is the strategy, or my strategy, by using the 4-section system, keeping things together, you use together, and taking yourself just to one place to look. So there's nothing that says you can't separate out glitter and vellum and zeal papers in pockets in that same category. But what you want to do is only have to look one place for everything that is in fact paper. So I hope that makes sense.
Okie dokie. Will the pink and main foil fit in the big toolbox?
I don't know how big pink and main foil is, but most foil is the same size. So if you're looking at foil rolls like these, it will fit, they will fit in, yeah, I just need the dimensions. So this is the slimline or the 9x4 toolbox, and this size foil fits perfectly in there. If it's taller than this, the 9x6 tool, then it will fit in the 9x6 toolbox. I just need the dimensions before I could actually commit to something like that. Honestly, almost all the foils are all made in the same place overseas. They're just packaged differently so if you've got about this size, then it's going to fit in the 9x4. If you've got the longer skinny ones, I like them in the 2-drawer storage and supply case. Just if you give me those dimensions for the pink and main, I'll be able to answer that question a little more efficiently.
Okay, what's the best storage for all the Happy Planner supplies? I used to keep it in a crate and then IKEA shelf. I want to put it in a buddy bag or just anything clear so I can see it all.
It depends what size Happy Planner. So Happy Planner comes in 3 sizes, and it depends how much you have. If you have tons of the sticker books, they fit really nicely horizontally in the Kirsten Buddy bag or the 9x6 toolbox. If you want to keep your basic supplies together, so this is the medium size Happy Planner, right? So the book actually is going to fit in with the stickers, and there's some accessories. Again, I've used the space between the interior box and the bag to keep that nice and neat and flat. So this is the 8x8 paper taker. You want a lot of space. Look at the A4 8.5 by 11 paper taker. And again, depending on what size happy planner you are using, and if you want to have everything together. So everything together is going to be a little bit tougher if, depending on, again, how much you have. Like you may need 6 paper takers, or 3 Kirsten Buddy bags. So depending on the size of your stash, give me a little more info and I might be able to help you out with that as well.
You have a YouTube video on cataloging.
Lots of YouTube videos are available on cataloging, as well as blog posts, and there is a Get Organized challenge where we talk about it. So if you go to the Totally Tiffany YouTube channel, which I believe the handle is actually Scrap Rack Lady, because I started that YouTube channel 20 plus years ago, 21 years ago, 20, I don't know, whenever YouTube became a thing. And so it's probably Scrap Rack Lady, YouTube.com, whatever, / Scrap Rack Lady, like all one word, and then search cataloging. I'm sure you'll find it. And you know what, Katie?
She just posted it.
Katie did. So maybe over the next week too, Katie, we could repost some of those pictures and the step-by-step. I did do a cataloging video years ago where I literally filmed a day of cataloging and then sped it up really fast so you could kind of see the whole process, right? And that gives you an opportunity to kind of speed up, slow down, and see everything. But that one really takes like step by step through the entire process.
I threw out the package for the Buddy bag and need to name the bags. Is there an easy way to figure out the names?
Boy, if you, again, maybe Katie could post a link, or Barb if you're on her. There's a cheat sheet or a product grid for the Buddy bags that lists the names and the dimensions of them. That's probably the easiest way to do it, or go online and just look at Buddy bags and see how they're loaded. There are tons of pictures online if you search Totally Tiffany Buddy bags, and that might be helpful. Or yeah, I'm not sure. Like it's going to be pretty obvious on most bags. There are a few bags where it's difficult, like the Stephanie and the Teresa, right? They're both fairly small bags, but certainly, did I say Stephanie? Shelly and Teresa. But when you're looking at ink storage Buddy bags, then they're going to pop up, and it's going to be very clear that something is a Stephanie with 4 boxes in it versus a Barbara with 2 boxes in it. So I would do a Google search by what's stored in them, and then the word Totally Tiffany Buddy bags, and I bet that will help you answer those questions.
Oh, Katie just posted the Buddy bag product grid.
Oh, good. So there's the link to the product grid, and that may help. And I know some people use that product grid and they write, there's a thing that says what fits in each of those bags, but they write their own things into that chart and then just keep it handy. Put it on your bulletin board. If you've got a scrap rack, 3-hole punch it, put it in the front of your scrap rack, and it makes it easy to remember which bags you liked best for your stash.
Do you know who carries the toolbox bag?
Toolboxes are the stampsoflife.com, spellbinders.com, and scrapbook.com.
Do you keep the dies and stamps together that go together when organizing, or do you keep dies separate from stamps?
Dies and stamps together. Keep things together you use together. So maybe you're going to put a pocket in. I've got here. So stamps, dies, magnetic sheet in the pocket. So keep things together you use together. Also, if you have some instructions that came with it, or pictures of a pre-done product that came in the packaging, put them all in there so you know it. The more things you can keep together, the easier it's going to be. I also have some sets that include stencils, or that include embossing folders, and I try to put all those things together as well. All right. Oh, if you haven't gotten your name in the feed to choose a winner, you need to do it now. I've got a couple of things here. Let's see. Let me make sure I got all these. Foam tape, we talked about that. Taking dies to a crop, 4-section system, blah, blah. I think we got all of them, Susie.
All right.
Catherine Fuller minis, we talked about. All right, my friends, I think we got all of those. So let me just real quickly again remind you what's on sale today. Craft and Carry Workstation. So this is at crafterscompanion.com. Craft and Carry Workstation, awesome way to organize yourself, but you also might want to have one available for kids or grandkids who maybe just want to organize their desk, right? Their school desk stuff. But if you have kids or grandkids visiting you this summer, you may want to give them their own organizer. Normally $34.99, on sale for $24.99, crafterscompanion.com. The 4x6 tab divider pockets are on sale. The 6-drawer storage and supply case, that's this one, that's awesome for washi tape, embroidery floss, all kinds of goodies. Actually, someone asked during the show about small embellishment beads. If you're using the small Ziploc bags, this would probably be a great bag for those embellishment beads as well, to create your own little filing system in there. So the 6-drawer storage and supply case, that's the smaller one. Then also the 6-drawer storage and supply case, the 12x12, which is this one. These are on sale as well. So these come in 2-drawer, 4-drawer, and 6-drawer. All of them that are in stock are on sale today also. What else did I miss? Excuse me. 12x6 storage box, also on sale today. These are super lightweight and very, very handy. You can store a plethora of things. And you know what else I have stored in this? Tissue paper. So you know how tissue paper comes folded in those long, they're about this size. This is a great way to store tissue paper, keep it nice and neat and flat and tidy. Especially, I do a lot of crafting with tissue paper. Like we do these little stained glass tissue paper projects. So it's a great way to organize that. And again, lightweight and easy and on sale today. Okay, anything else, Susie? Did I miss anything? Did our girl Katie pull a winner is the question. Yes, Dee Schrock, you are this week's winner. Congratulations, Dee, of the $25 Crafters Companion Totally Tiffany gift certificate. If you are not a member of Club Inspire, join Club Inspire, and then please send an email to prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. That's prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. Let them know you are this week's winner of the $25 gift certificate, and they'll get you all hooked up. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. Have a wonderful week, and I will see all of you next Tuesday right here on the Totally Tiffany